What's up, superstars? On today's video, we're gonna be trying a red knockout for the very first time. We tried the black, white, and now we're gonna be moving on to the colors to see if we could achieve the same lightweight effect with proper knockouts and halftone. Now, we didn't have a red shirt for us to use for this video, so we're actually lucky to have located this sample apron that we've actually got sent from Reprime. It's an RP102, 100% cotton. We're gonna be using this for this project. So I'm even actually more excited to see how this design is gonna look on this apron. It might be the coolest apron that we've ever created. A lot of our viewers also been asking about the artwork and the prompts that we've been using to generate the artwork. So we're also going to be sharing that with you guys. We're using Midjourney AI to create these artworks, as well as also this is the prompt, a front profile shot, long shot of a funky monkey wearing red gym clothes performing bench pressing with big barbell in the gym. Dark red fantasy environment. Now, if you guys don't have access to Midjourney, guess what? This image is still available for download too, so you guys can download and follow along on the tutorial. So check the description and the link below. All right, let's go on with the tutorial.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we have a new artwork right here that we're going to use on an apron. In order to achieve this, we'll be applying a red knockout effect. The artwork has already been resized to 15 by 15 inches at 300 resolution, which is very important. It has also been upscaled, so it looks pretty good. The textures are there, but there aren't a lot of grains. So let's get started. The first thing I always do is create a copy of the original layer by selecting the layer and pressing Ctrl+J. Then let's hide the bottom layer. Right-click on this layer and choose Duplicate Layer. Now in the document area, let's click on New, then press OK. To create a red knockout effect, let's start by creating a new layer. Then select the reddest area, whichever shade of red you prefer, perhaps this darker red. Press B to select the brush tool and apply it as a solid layer. Paint over the entire area, then select Difference. Now it looks like this. Select both layers and press Ctrl E. After that, convert it to grayscale by going to Image, then Mode, and choose Grayscale with Discard. Go back to the main image. Everything that is white will remain, and everything that is black will be knocked out. We'll need to do some careful tweaking to ensure that everything we need stays. Those red areas should be knocked out. So maybe something like this. Many areas in the background have already been knocked out where the red was. Also, some of the shorter areas are red. Let's press OK, then go to Image, then Mode, and select Bitmap. Make sure it's set to 300, the same as our first document, then choose Halftone Screen and press OK. For this one, I'm going to use 32 and the angle is 22. Press OK. Now we have a lot of halftone inside there. If you're satisfied with it, you can proceed to the next step. If you're not satisfied, you can simply press Ctrl Z and the halftones will disappear. Then go back to Mode and select Bitmap again. So if you want to try different values, that's totally fine. Let's try 30. With 30, the halftones are a lot bigger. And maybe this looks way better than the other one. So I think I'm going to stick with this. Once you're satisfied, press Ctrl A to select everything and then Ctrl C to copy it. Next, let's return to the original document, create a layer mask here, and press Alt while left-clicking on the layer mask that was created. This should reveal just a plain white background. Then you can press Ctrl V to paste it here. Now let's press Ctrl D to deselect and turn the visibility back on. It should look like this. There are still red spots, but these red spots are not the reds that we initially selected. You can do multiple knockouts, but let's attempt to restore it to a red layer again. So let's say this is a red shirt, red apron, or whatever. It should look like this. Now that I'm satisfied with how it looks, I'll delete this color fill and go to the layer mask. Click on the layer mask, then go to Filter, Other, and Minimum. Just select Roundness and set the radius to 0.5. Press OK. Now that it's done, it's ready to export. So let's save it as Monkey Halftone. And that's it.
The artwork is complete and ready, but before we begin, if you are in need of a new DTF supplier or your current one isn't up to par, check out the link in the description below. We excel in creating custom DTF transfers for clothing, UV stickers for various surfaces. Our strengths include delivering dependable service, top-notch quality, fast shipping, and a broad array of vibrant colors. All right, let's check out these prints. So let's take a look at the original image first. And let's check out what we could cut out. So they did really well on keeping most of the image. I know we could tell that the back of this background isn't here, but If you could see off of the shirt and even just the halftones within the dark of the gradients, it's honestly really, really good. And I'm actually really excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Let's first take a look at the backside too as well. Yeah, that really is. See how solid this is? This is gonna come out a lot cleaner. All right, let's move on to the press. For heat presses, we're using the Heatmaster Prisma. We've used this heat press for a lot of our videos. It's very reliable, as well as also it's just very easy to load up shirts. We don't have to worry about pressure because it really gets on the point. Overall, a good press, so it makes sense for us to use it. Usually we'd use an average one. This is a little bit more top tier, but if you guys are interested, we'll leave a link down below so you guys can check it out yourself. All right, let's move on to it. All right, we're gonna press this now. We're going to press this down. It's a 7-second press for 300 degrees. After that, we're gonna wait a good 15 seconds. Since we do have some fine details in there, I would recommend just utilizing a cloth, just really making sure everything is on there. Again, 7-second press for 300 degrees. And let's take a look. All right, I think it came out great, honestly. It feels very, very light. It feels breathable, as well as also it did capture a lot of the detail on towards the character. I honestly do like this a lot, especially being it on an apron too as well. So yeah, I think this was a success. So there you guys have it, superstars. That's how you do a red knockout effect while performing proper halftone effects. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Don't forget to bookmark it for future reference. We hope this levels up your DTF. That's a wrap for now. We truly appreciate your support. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials. See you guys next time.